Happy Easter all. Fresh cup of tea, and we're back in the garage again. There's actually quite a lot of work. I wanted to fit the exhaust, but I need to kind of try and do this in order, because the temptation to put everything back together is very strong and just hear it run again with the new exhaust on, to the point I even started putting the tank on, and then I thought to myself, hold on a minute, I've got other jobs to do. So I've pushed on and done some other things. I've sorted out this radiator. This radiator was like super rusted out and really bad order. I tried taking it apart to see if I could do a better kind of tidy up, but this was super rusted out. So that has had a good kind of filing down with metal brush to get rid of any excess rust. I've put together a little video, start playing that one, Grizz. Yeah, so what did I do? First of all, got the wire brush on it and just took off the real heavy rusted areas, and then moved on to some sandpaper, sanded it all down, got things nice and smooth. To be honest, really, it's kind of one step off of needing replacing, and there's some holes there and a possible repair, but I managed to sand it all down, get it cleaned up, and yeah, got some paint on it, and now it doesn't actually look half bad. It's more about not looks, because you won't see this radiator when it's on the bike, but it's more about the longevity of keeping that radiator going, because they're not exactly cheap. So a little bit of cosmetic DIY repair was necessary. Here's the radiator now. That doesn't look too bad. I showed you a bit then, but it was very heavily rusted, and to be honest, probably one step off of needing complete replacing. More so because some of these brackets are starting to rust off. I made a bit of a repair there with a rip tie, but it's actually quite secure, but I put a rip tie on there just to be double sure. But the actual rad, as you can see, is a little bit tired. It's got holes going all the way through it. Thankfully, I don't know if there's been a repair in saying that. This looks a little bit like a repair, but it wasn't running hot or anything previously, but it looks a lot better, and that will stop some of the rust from getting even worse in the future. Talking of rust, this wheel is a bit rusted out, a bit corroded. It's yeah, a little bit needs some TLC, so that I am gonna sand down and repaint. Now, I was hoping or thinking about possibly doing some nice scored wheel paint like I did on the ZX-10R. That came out lovely, but I've got loads of this satin black paint, so I think I'm going to do it satin black, save some money. The main reason for that is, let me show you over here. Can you see in here this oh, can we see? You can't see very well. I need to show you that at a later point, but the swing arm is very corroded, and someone's had a few goes at repainting it. I would like to make a better job of that, but more to the point as well, also the shock absorber in here is extremely corroded and in quite bad shape. Nearly missed my seat. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get a replacement shock, and only a second-hand one, not gonna get a new one. I've seen like second-hand ones for like 70-80 pounds, not exactly cheap, but not super expensive. I could have spent the same amount on the gold paint for 2 wheels. So I think I'm gonna use the satin black paint I've got for bits and pieces I need to do for touching up. I'd like to do the front and back wheels and the swing arm and get a replacement shock on it. It'd be nice to put a new one on there, wouldn't it? But I think that's just too expensive. So yeah, that is the plan. So today I'm going to see what I can get through. Hopefully I can get the front wheel done and cleaned up and painted, and I'll see what else I can get done today. Probably going to be a lot of video of me just doing things super quick, the time-lapse type of videos. For the meantime, while I'm cleaning up, there will be some more exciting videos. I hope you're enjoying this. Yeah, hope you're all having a good Easter and enjoying yourselves. Right, let's get busy. Right, that's those off, the brake discs off, and hopefully you can see now a bit better the condition of them. I mean, the actual wheel itself isn't too bad, but the just these inners here are just all flaking off, and I'd like to get them looking a bit cleaner, a bit tidier. The discs are in very good condition. They are not far off new, I would say. There's no lip on this of where they are worn. So yeah, right, I'm going to take this back wheel out as well. I've just loosened everything off, taken off the main nut and adjusted the chain adjuster. Now I should be able to like push this in, but he ain't really budging much at all, if anything. So I've just taken off the brake caliper as well. I'll re-secure that in a sec. But he is not shifting. The wheel itself is pretty much free moving, so I don't think there's any problem with the bearing here, but it just appears to have kind of really frozen up from a standpoint of sliding this wheel back and forth. I would like to slide it forward so I can get the chain off the sprocket on the other side, but at the moment I think my only option is to knock through the axle, but it is solid there, it's absolutely rock solid. So yeah, fun and games. Got to be a bit careful with it though, because I've only got the bike on the paddock stand and on two axle stands at the front on the engine. This brake disc is pretty corroded as well. Right, let's see if I can get it out without it coming off the stand. Right, so I got it out. It's rather dirty and quite a lot of rust on there, but I'll clean that up, and I'll also have to clean up the end of the thread here because I had to hammer it a bit, but hopefully it's okay. It doesn't look that bad. So that's that out. Let's get the wheel out now. Right, the back wheel is off, and time for a little closer kind of inspection of what's going on here. Why was it so hard to bloody move it about? Well, I think the answer is in here. Can you see? It's like, that's actually kind of white inside there, and it's all rusted. It all needs coming out, cleaning up. It's looking so kind of dirty to me. I'm tempted to change those wheel bearings as well, so I think we're looking at a rear wheel bearings as well while I'm at this. So I'll get that job done, get some wheel bearings on order. Again, as you can see, all needs kind of cleaning up. I'm going to give these a light rubbing down and some paint. It desperately needs a new brake disc, to be honest. This is quite heavily worn, but I'll see if I can keep that in use for a little bit longer, or if I can find a cheap one. I just ordered on eBay a replacement shock absorber. Can I show you now? I might show you a bit better maybe. The state of this one. It's like super rusted out, this flipping thing. Sorry, really hard to get in here and show you properly the state of it. So I've got a replacement one, 60 quid coming from eBay, but this is all pretty rusted in here. As you can see, pretty dirty, all needs a clean up, all needs coming apart and cleaning up and painting and going back on again. So quite a lot more work to go. Woohoo! Right, let's get on and do some sanding. Right, that is the wheels all sanded down. Sadly, I lost some footage using the old GoPro, but yeah, flipping battery ran out and I was unaware of it, and Taffy and I were happily merrily sanding away and I lost a load of footage. But yeah, bit of a bummer. I need now, I'm waiting for things like bearings and stuff like that and shock absorbers, but I'm gonna, next step with this is actually to put some tape on the wheels around the tires, and I'm gonna do it with the tire on. I'm gonna paint the wheel with the tire on, so I'm gonna put tape all around the outer edge of the tire and just paint the wheels. It's not gonna be an amazing job, I'm sure, but it'll look a lot better than what they did, and it'll do for now. And as I say, I'm going to do them satin black. So I've got a load of this tape, get it on around the tyre, cover up any of the tyre, and yeah, get some paint on. I'm not going to bore you to death with doing that though, because that's going to be just boring for you lot to watch. Right, so I'm going to call it a day there. These wheels will go inside and I'll let them warm up nicely. I would like to paint today, but it's a bit cold. It was like super hot over the weekend and now it's gone down to like 8 degrees, although it is sunny, so you never know. I'll tape them up and hopefully we'll have some good weather and I can get them painted up, and yeah, be happy with that. Loads more work to be done yet, loads more videos to come yet. I was trying to get one a day, but it's quite a lot of work for me to do when I'm so shattered from working on this at the end of the day. So Grizz is just pacing it. Might be a video every other day or every couple of days, but they will be regular. So yeah, stay tuned, lots more to come. Hope you've enjoyed. You've all been amazing. Grizz has been okay, and yeah, stay safe everyone. See you on the next one. Bye.